Hi, it's me Balamurugan from Informatica Global Customer Support. In this video, we are going to talk about how to export multiple search results from IDD. This is for Informatica MDM MDE 10.1. Here's the agenda today: how to export multiple parent records and how to export multiple child records, and we can have a quick demo on that. Let's see how to export multiple parent records first. Let's say you have a subject area called organization. So in that organization, I have 10,000 rows or 15,000 rows as a search result. So I want to export all the search result, or I can export only the selected search result. So there are two options available to export it, whatever the search results came. And one more thing here in IDD is not an exporting tool. So you need to have a conservative way of only 5,000 as a default. So we can increase this value to 10,000 or 15,000, whatever the requirement you have. We can do that. There is a way we can do it, but we are suggesting customer not to use or not to increase this value, because there will be some performance implications if you increase this value. So we can see how to export more than 5,000 rows, and also we can see how to export multiple or many child records. Let's say you have organization subject area. So in that organization subject area, I have address child subject area. So one of my particular organization, I have more than 1,000 addresses. So how to export all these 1,000 records associated to my parent record? So in this video, we can see how we can export more than 1,000 or whatever the child subject area value you have. By default, it will export only 100 rows, because if you see in the child subject area, you can view only 100 records at the max in the tabular format. So we can export more than 100 records by setting some of the parameters in CRepos DSPref detail table, which is available in CMX system, and we can tweak this server page size to maximum number, but we are recommending not to set to a higher value, because it will hit the database directly and fetch all the results. So there will be a performance implications if you are doing some settings on this. So you need to be a little bit cautious on this part when you are trying to increase this value. So there are two parameters for changing this default 5,000 rows for the parent records to export. There is max search result exported rows or export page size. You can provide the value for this in CRepos DSPref detail table. So all the information is available in IDD implementation guide on how to insert this value into my CRepos DSPref detail table. Let's quickly have a demo on how we are doing an export. So in this particular demo, I'm just going to take an organization subject area. So in organization subject area, I have more than 100 records that is displaying. So you can right click on any record and you can do a selection on this export, and there is a two options. One is a selected result. Selected result is for selecting only this particular record to be exported, and there is another option like all results. So if you click on all results, it will ask you like which configuration you want to choose. So either you can go for new configuration, and let's say I have demo here. selecting this, giving name as demo, and I'm choosing some of my subject area columns. So once we have this column selected, then it will ask you to save this particular configuration. Once I save this, then it will try to export all the records. See, you can now see total number of records is 1208 here. So once you select that export all option in this subject area results, so in this CSV file you can see 1208 records, that is like export all option is selected and we have exported everything from the subject area, that means parent. Now let's say I am just opening one of the record, and if you see this, I have more than 100 records in my child subject area for this address. So let's say I want to export all this using this, and I'm just choosing some of my address fields and just clicking on export. If you see here, you can see only 100 records to be exported. So how I can change this so that I can see, let's say you have more than 100, right? So here I have 131 records. So 131 records, how I can export it? So we need to have a change in CRepos DSPref detail table. So for demo purpose, I have included this already. By default, this will not be available in your CMX system. And the table name is CRepos DSPref detail table. So we need to include this parameter called server page size from the default value, which is already there in the code, like 100. We can set like 1000 or whatever the value you want. And once you commit these changes, and you need to bounce your server to take up this change. So I'm just bouncing the server. So okay, my server is up and running now after doing these changes in CRepos DSPref detail table, and I'm just trying to log into my IDD application, and I'm selecting that application. And go to this queries. I'm trying to open that particular record which has more than 100 child records, and you have option to export all results here as well. And I'm just choosing my configuration which has some of the fields selected from the child subject area and from parent. So I just clicked on export. Now this CSV file is generated. If you see now, you can see 131 records. That is my total child records there in my address child subject area. If you see now, you can see totally 131 records opened at the first time itself, because we have changed the server page size in CRepos DSPref detail table as 1000. So first time itself it will hit the database with 1000 results to fetch. So all these records will be loaded here, and then it will be exported during the export all option selected. Okay, that's all for this particular session today, and you can refer these 2 KBs for your reference, and also you can refer IDD implementation guide on how to insert these values into CRepos DSPref detail table to export multiple records from the parent and also child. We would love to hear from you. If there is any feedback, please send a mail to supportvideos@informatica.com, and also you can follow us on Twitter with InfoSupport as a handle. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye.